After criticism, reading something, I guess I'm going to read Pepe Escobar Telegram. It's been a while. And here we go. Well, Pepe posted something from 9/11. It was a really nice video. I saw it. It was on Moscow Street on the Moscow River. It was great. And he posted, I saw before something from the Cradle. Oh no, Zero Age. Zero Edge. Endgame. Interest on U.S. debt surpasses 1 trillion for first time ever. Exploding August budget deficit to record high. By Tyler Durden. Maybe Pepe. Thursday, September 12, 2024. 2024 was the year when the runaway U.S. budget deficit was supposed to gradually normalize. And after two crisis years, the U.S. was supposed to end its drunken sailor spending ways. And for a while there, it seemed touch and go, with the cumulative U.S. deficit initially overtaking 2023. Forget about the batshit insane 2021 and 2022 when the deficit hit mind-boggling 18% of GDP. We have graphics. I didn't get all the graphics. U.S. budget deficit versus unemployment. What is the unemployment? The unemployment is, well, it's too small. The unemployment is bigger. It's less than the budget. Anyway, before slowly easing back for a few months, only to spring ahead of 2023 once more in August. Cumulative fiscal budget deficit. When this happened, an August budget deficit of a staggering $380 billion, up more than 50% from the $243 billion in July, and up more than 55% from July, and up 66% from last August. Oh, and almost $100 billion more than the median estimate of $222.5 billion, which may be why the Treasury quietly snuck the number out by leaking it after 5 a.m. ET. Everyone was sleeping, not at its regular time of 2 p.m. ET. And we have another graphic. So yeah, definitely U.S. budget deficit August BN. So the deficit exploded more than 350 billion dollars. Yeah, billion dollars. That's right. In a year when the monthly budget deficit was meandering along in its merry new Chernobyl ways, quote, not great, not terrible. Someone in the Biden administration had the brilliant idea to spend a metric ash ton of money to reboot the economy last month, so we don't get a recession just in time for the elections. And sure enough, government spending went into absolutely epic overdrive last month, as outlays hit a mind-blowing $686 billion, the highest since March 2023, and only And a handful of crisis months during the COVID crash saw greater government spending in any given month. The land of opportunities, the land of freedom, folks. Federal government spending $1 billion, I guess. So there was an explosion. Some explosion in 2021 because of the COVID, I guess. Here is another way to show the data. Smoothing out for outlier months by presenting the 6 months moving average. Well, it just hit the highest since COVID. Yeah, definitely was because of COVID in 2021. Another graphic, federal government spending, 6 months moving average. Terrible graphics. If you know Rui Costa Pimenta from PCO in Brazil, he said something a while ago. He said maybe that's why America, they want to stop patrolling the world, because it's too expensive. It's just too expensive. Just they want Donald Trump just want to cut all this investment, all this money, and make America great again. Make America materially great again. Of course, Trump will not say it's a Marxist measure. He will say it's Adam Smith measure. For those wondering how government's receipts have performed during this period of exploding spending, here's the answer. And we have another graphic: federal government revenue and spending 3 months average. And that's the federal government spending in red. Again, 2021, federal government receipts. Yeah, the government has a huge look. What the government take from taxes is in green, and red is what the government spends. So Biden is spending a lot of more, which is remarkable because while spending is absolutely exploding, revenues have also managed to bounce back, largely thanks to capital gains taxes on the surging stock market. Federal government receipts 12 million rolling year on year. I don't know this graphic, and I actually don't know much about stock market, but I will watch some videos. Yet looking at the dire big picture, it is unfortunately all downhill from here for one simple reason. We have now crossed the Minsky moment in terms of how much the US spends on interest on its debt, which as a regular reader know is hitting a record high every day. It just closed above $35.3 trillion and is growing by about $1 trillion every 100 days. That means that with interest rates at 40 years highs, the prediction we made last July has finally come true, because according to today's budget statement, the amount spent on gross interest in August was $92.3 billion. Monthly US interest payments gross is increasing again. All bad things are increasing for the US. which means that the cumulative total of fiscal 2024, where there is one more month to go until the end of the fiscal year, which ends September 30, just hit an all-time high of $1,049 trillion, the first time in history when interest on August debt has surpassed $1 trillion. Then we have another graphic. This graphic says cumulative US interest expense in fiscal year. Well, I cannot read all anyway. And that's worse. And that's worse. This number is not even analyzed as explained. It's just for 11 months on the year. Analyzed US debt comes out to 1,158 trillion dollars, or 1.2 trillion rounded up, as the Treasury Department itself admits. You know, I have the perfect idea. You give me $1,000 and I culled all the rest and gave back to the Americans. I will be happy with $1,000. Americans will be happy without paranoia. All these expendings are military expendings, you know. And the stunning punchline is that as of today, gross interest on US debt has surpassed not just defense spending but also income security, health, veterans benefits, and Medicare, and is now the second biggest outlay of the US government, second only to Social Security, which is roughly $1.5 trillion annualized. Social Security. US interest expense versus defense spending. This graphic is interesting, but it's too small. Too small. Defense spending is decreasing actually. Social Security spending is going high. Gross interest expanding. Gross interest expense. Hell expanding. Well, everything is going high. America is not doing well. But wait, there's more. The latest numbers confirm that we are well on our way to hitting our other forecast on April 1st of the US hitting an insane $1.6 trillion, $1 trillion in interest expense by the year end. Zero edge, why oh why, yell surging. Oh yes, US interest to hit $1.6 trillion by year end, making it the largest US government outlay. Which means interest expense will soon surpass Social Security spending and become the single largest outlay of the US government sometime in late 2024 or early 2025 as the earliest. In other words, game over. Interest expense will soon surpass. Yeah, so this is what Michael Hudson is talking about. I'm sorry, Michael. So yeah, America has domestic problems, you know. In other words, so I will read it again, which means interest expense will soon surpass Social Security expanding and become the single largest outlay of the US government sometime in late 2024 or early 2025. So yeah, in other words, game over. Which begs the question: why will Trump even want to be in charge when the house of cards finally comes crashing down? Let Kamala have it. Yeah, you know, but these people from the Democrats, they will do something like they will do a war, definitely. They will invade China. They will do some World War III.